p.m., Wednesday, October 22nd, 2025. Deputy Mayor Jacob Thomas will call to order the regular session of the Logansport Board of Public Works and Safety. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Chris Martin, absent. Jacob Halsall.
Here.
Levi Jones.
Here.
All right, now the approval of minutes for the October 15th, 2025 meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I will second. Is there any further discussion? Call for question.
Levi Jones.
Yes.
Jacob Halsall.
Yes. All right. Next up, we have the approval of claims for $250,589.55. This includes claims of $83,357.63, grant claims of $5,460, and payroll claims for September of $161,771.92. Make a motion to approve the claims as presented.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Jacob Halsall.
Yes.
Levi Jones.
Yes.
All right, public comment. Would the audience like to come up and say anything? Please state your name and address for us. Seeing none, we have no old business. We're on to new business. We have the grant finalist awarding for the Safe Streets for All project. We received 4 responses to that on September 24th of this year. We convened a committee to review those responses and then to interview finalists. The members of that committee were myself, Levi Jones, Aaron Shaver, and Chad Hassett for the city. Following the initial review process, the committee narrowed it down to 2 finalists. The 2 finalists were American Structure Point and Kimley Horn. And at the conclusion of the interview process with the finalists, the selection committee completed the scoring and review process, came to a recommendation to submit to the Board of Works, which is here, and the City of Logansport's Safe Streets for All Selection Committee recommends that the Board of Public Works and Safety award the Safe Streets for All Safety Action Plan Development Project to Kimley Horn and enter into a contract with the same following the execution of a satisfactory SS4A grant agreement. So I will go ahead and make a motion to accept the Selection Committee's recommendation of Kimley Horn for the SS4A project.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Levi Jones.
Yes.
Jacob Halsall.
Yes. All right, next up we have contracts and agreements. First up with Ratio Design for the exterior rehabilitation. Dave, I think you're up for this one, or Malcolm? Or tag team it?
Thank you.
There we go.
He's here for the tough questions.
Very good.
While he's passing those out, I just want to say, Jacob, I'm glad to hear that we've got somebody lined up for the Safe Streets project.
Absolutely. We had a good call right before this with the project manager from the state on that, and all we have to do now is get the final grant agreement signed with them, then we'll be able to sign a contract with the awarded bidder today.
Awesome. Very good.
Excited about it.
Glad to hear that go.
It'll be good.
Okay. And kind of following the footsteps of what he's talking about here, this is like the next step in the Oakland grant for the Memorial Center. It fits into our timeline as we move forward. We've got a basic timeline to have somebody under contract by the end of the month to stay in line with the process. Malcolm reached out to Ratio and the architect or the engineers that they work with, and we also reached out to Browning Day, and Browning Day originally tried to get a quote with RQAW, and they said they didn't have enough. They had too big of a so they declined to bid, but then they came back with WJE, I believe it was, is that correct now?
Yes.
And, so they submitted a bid. You can see there that there's a huge discrepancy in the bid amounts. The benefit of going with, Ratio and their group is they also work closely with the Jeffers Foundation. In fact, they were recommended for the, historical structure, report for the interior, for the interior that we passed a week or two ago. And could possibly lead to some grant funding down the road in that respect. So, as you can see, their bid was, it could run a couple $1,000s more than what is outlined in the grant application. Their bid was $102,500 if they used all their reimbursable expenses, which is budgeted $5,000. Contract called with the Oprah that the budget was $100,680. That's all part that we have to pay anyway, so if it goes over a little bit, we can use miscellaneous, non-reverting Memorial Center funds. So with that, our recommendation would be to move forward with Ratio on the architectural and engineering. And what they will do is they'll prepare all the specs for the bidding packages, put those out in a timely fashion to keep the process going.
So do we have the actual contract for this, right?
You should have the contract there.
Yeah, okay.
Contract, and there's an addendum which just identifies that they use the AIA forms.
Perfect.
Jacob, what we want to do is because we'll want to go with an AIA format for the construction anyway. Would start with the engineer and the architect. So the addendum to the contract just states that over the next couple of days, we'll work out an AIA contract that's suitable, mutually agreeable.
Very good. Alright. I will go ahead and make a motion to approve the contract with Ratio Design for the Memorial Center project.
I will second. Thank you, gentlemen.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Jacob Longfellow,
Yes.
Levi Jones.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. All right, next up, we have the Parks Department monthly report, September 2025. Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
In terms of projects, the driving range is scheduled for a spring of 2026 opening. The simulator room is complete at the golf course. The golf maintenance barn is construction is complete and they've moved in. The cart barn skins on the roofs and the sides are all complete. New doors have also been installed. Trail cameras are not done yet. They're still slow going. Spencer Park lighting, we've got light poles and lights have been ordered. The GEO funding projects, the storage barn replacement is, construction has begun. We expect the floor to be poured tomorrow when it's warmer and not so windy, I guess. The Spencer Park South Playground is completed thanks to the Live United Day, installation of the safety surfacing of the engineered wood fiber. We did a chamber ribbon cutting on 9/18 and a grand opening for kids on 9/20. And we feel like we had about 50 people that attended our grand opening. So Christmas in the Park, I guess this is my last chance before we start setting up the week of November 3rd. So the park driveway will be closed to vehicle traffic while we're doing that. So people should plan accordingly, park across the street if they want to walk around the park. So our grand opening is on Tuesday, November 25th, and in the evening and we're also Santa and actual reindeer will be there for kids for pictures, and then the grand opening will be at 6 o'clock. So Pavement sealing is all done at Penman and Houston parking lots and the trail as well, so it looks awesome. And then the Christmas tree lighting, we've been working on our plans for that. Of course, that follows the Light of Logansport Parade at Iron Horse Park. And the other thing I want to be sure, two things. One is our Howl at the Moon is here on Friday, and people should plan to park in area parking lots, except there'll be two that are at Camelot and the Indiana Health Center. People are not allowed to park in those locations, which is one of the things I'll talk about. People will not be able to actually park in the Houston Park parking lot either, because we're using that for all our vendors and businesses that are participating. So, the other thing I want people to know is restrooms have started closing for the season, and we're trying to keep Houston, Spencer, and Riverside open all of this week and as much as we can next week if the weather stays at a decent point. So, but they should expect that. We are actually putting together an actual recreation guide for winter activities. Breakfast with Santa is coming along, and the golf course did a full day of aeration with deep tying all the greens and tees, and dressed the greens with sand and brushed in all the greens. Okay. Let's see. Our staff did help a little bit with the trash totes. I'm not going to say they did a lot, but we did help when we could. So we also, let's see, okay. We are working with the Career Center for Christmas in the Park. They are building new additional tunnel pieces for us, and then they're also doing light boxes for us. And we also had a session with Rensselaer Parks Department and their mayor here a couple weeks ago, where we got to talk about parks and how we all operate, and provided a tour, which they were very impressed with the things that we have to offer here in Logansport. So, and let's see, our dollars are up at the golf course for the year, which I'm very proud of. That's I guess. We were closed actually a lot in September between the cart paths and the aeration. There was quite a few days that things were not as open as usual, so we had September was a good month anyway. So our rentals at facilities are down this year. I don't know exactly why that is, but that's the way that is. So, any questions about my report? Okay, and then. Traffic plan for Howl at the Moon here on Friday includes special officers to be located at intersections of Commerce and Smith Streets, Dividend and Smith, and the driveway across Smith Street from Houston Park in the Penman Center. Overflow parking will be available on the south side of Houston Park on Smith Street, and no parking signs will be placed on the north side of Smith Street. 2 area parking lots are not available, as I said, the Camelot Care parking, Indiana Health Center, and the Houston parking lot is only available for our food and trail vendors, as well as other equipment and truck trailers. Our schedule is from 4 to 8. The whole event will take place. 6 o'clock is the Shake-Ups performance, and 7 is a costume contest, and also at 7, Forrest Hamilton will be sharing his telescopes with everybody to see Saturn and the Lemon Comet. So, anyway, I guess you need to approve my traffic plan now.
All right. Every time, I will go ahead and make a motion to approve the Parks Monthly Report and the Howl at the Moon traffic plan.
I will second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Levi Jones,
Yes.
Jacob Longson,
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Shannon. All right, next up, we have Mount Hope Cemetery's monthly report for September. Afternoon, Bob.
we did all the normal cleaning and maintenance and paperwork for the cemetery, and for the month of September, we had a total of 14 burials. 6 were traditional burials, 8 were cremations. We sold a total of 5 graves, and to get all the caretaking done, we drove a total of 840 miles/hours. The mowing consisted of 270 hours of the 840.
Bright side, you're on snow and mom.
A little easier some of the shit.
Yeah.
We got a lot of extra stuff done.
Alright, I'll go ahead and make a motion to accept, cemetery's monthly report.
I'll second.
Call for question.
Jacob Bonsall,
Yes.
Levi Jones.
Yes.
Thanks, Bob.
Thanks, Bob.
Alright, next up, we have community developments, monthly report for September 2025. Afternoon, Ron.
Afternoon. So the total deposits for the month of September is $9,024, for a total of 154 permits. We had, electrician license, 1, building license, 0, signs, we had 2 sign permits, building permits, 53, contractor registrations, 27, yard sales, 60, electric permits, 5, temp use, 2, and 1 home occupancy. And then, there were 3 variances in the month of September, for a total of 154 permits.
Thank you, Rob. I'll go ahead and make a motion to accept community development's monthly report.
Second.
Call for question.
Levi Jones.
Yes.
Jacob Bonsall.
Yes. Thanks, Rob.
Thanks, Rob.
Alright, next up, we have the street department. First up, we'll have the city street closure request. Cross at the crossroads.
Good afternoon, Chad.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hey, Shannon.
Yeah, this was passed already by the Board of Works about a month ago. It's up there where they closed 26th Street for about half a block on trick-or-treating nights, and they just had the nights wrong. So they just need to change it to October 31st and November 1st.
Alright. I'll go ahead and make a motion to accept the city street closure request alteration, to change it to the 31st and November 1st for cross at the crossroads.
I'll second.
Call for question.
Jacob Bonsall,
Yes.
Levi Jones.
Yes.
Alright, next up, we have application for curved street cut, for RM Trucking.
Yes, the property owner is Jackie Lynn, 318 5th Street. They need to replace a 2-inch water main, and they'll have to cut through the sidewalk there, possibly into the street.
We'll go ahead and make a motion to, approve the application for curved street cut for 312 5th Street.
I'll second.
Call for question.
Levi Jones.
Yes.
Jacob Bonsall.
Yes. Next up, we have application for curved street cut for Peterman Brothers at 2129 High Street.
Yes, so they need to repair a sewer line and tap the main. It's actually on the east side of the house, so it's headed towards 22nd Street. And, they will fix it with flowable fill and concrete and that sort of.
Alright, I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve the application for curved street cut, for 2129 High Street.
I'll second.
Call for question.
Levi Jones.
Yes.
Jacob Bonsall.
Yes. Thanks, Chad.
Thank you.
Alright, next up, we have code enforcement. Start with the weekly report.
Good afternoon, Randy.
Good afternoon. Last week we sent out 41 notices. We got 49 properties cleared. We still have 39 that are pending. We sent out 11 citations last week. We did 5 cleanups. We sent 7 notices to appear. We've had 4 more properties brought in. There's a list of the properties that we sent the notices to. We tagged 4 more cars last week. We have 5 that have been cleared by the owner, and we still have 9 pending. And we didn't tag any yards last week.
Go ahead and make a motion to accept code enforcement's weekly report.
I'll second.
Call for question.
Levi Jones.
Yes.
Jacob Bonsall.
Yes. Alright, next up, we have, property cleanup, multiple violation properties, First up, we have 501 Northern Avenue. Is there anyone here to represent 501 Northern Avenue? Seeing nobody, Randy, go ahead.
This one actually was tabled from September 29th till now. This property, the attorneys, there's a whole mess with this property. It's getting sold on contract to somebody that's selling it on contract to somebody that's renting it out. So there's a whole disaster mess, and one of the parties has filed bankruptcy. We had given the attorneys multiple calls to find out where we're at, and since they said they're still kind of figuring out who's getting what, we still just need to clean it up. So we'll clean it up and we'll place it on that property, and then that's their problem from there. We just gotta get it cleaned up at this
So we're
point.
gonna vote on the property cleanup for 501 Northern Avenue.
They local attorneys.
No, they're out of Lafayette. I've got their information if you wanna talk to them, but it's basically, it's a bankruptcy issue, and they're trying to figure out what properties and stuff that's gonna be kept, so.
I'll go ahead and make a motion to vote on the property cleanup for 501 Northern Avenue.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Jacob Ansel,
Yes.
Levi Jones.
Yes.
All right. Next up, we have 830 North Street. Is there anyone here to represent 830 North Street?
Thought there was.
Seeing nobody. Right here? Okay.
Yeah, I think they're, yeah. I thought they were here. They were the ones asking for the appeal.
Are you here for 830 North Street?
Yes.
Yeah, please come forward for us. I don't know, where do you best yeah, maybe grab a chair. We'll grab a chair for you. Alright, Randy, go ahead.
So this one was, for trash and debris. It was a multiple violation from September. There was a $250 fine placed at the time. We gave the 30 days to appeal, and they just contacted us this week to appeal it. And we'd already sent out the fine letter. I told them I'd still give them the opportunity to appeal, to explain what we were gonna do to stop this problem.
Dile que yo no vivo ahí, que yo no entendí de que tenía que venir a que nomás tenía que limpiar. ¿Le tienes que decir?
She says she not live in the house, and that's why she don't get the letter.
Okay, but her address and everything goes to that house. So all the mailing goes to her house. So even though it's a rental, she claims, according to the paperwork and all of our stuff, it says she lives there. So that's where we have to send it.
Dice que por eso lo mandan ahí porque entonces está ahí.
Sí, ajá, sí, pero dile que pues no recibí una carta, no recibí más de una, pero no sé qué fue lo que pasó, ¿verdad? Y dile que cuando yo me di cuenta de eso, yo limpié, porque pensé que era nomás para limpiar, no era para presentarme.
She said when she received the letter, she cleaned it,
But it was the third violation this property's had
Pero no la recibí toda.
in a 12-month period of
Como no
time.
vivo ahí, no.
That's why we need somebody to come in and speak for it.
dice que me mandaron 3 veces.
Dile que no la recibí todas, por
She
eso.
only received only one.
That we can't do anything about. We haven't got them back because we send them to that address under her name.
Dile que cambié, fui al correo a cambiar la dirección, pero no me llegó ninguna carta, que supuestamente me tenía que mandar la carta cuando quería cambiar la dirección y no me llegó nada. Cuando él me dijo, fui luego ese día.
She said she already changed the address, but
She's changed it with the recorder's office. Yes, that's it. Okay, but that still doesn't change that we've had 3 violations in a 12-month period
Yeah,
on a
what-
rental that she's making money off of.
Yeah, what can we do to keep the property clean? Are the same renters in there?
tiene los nuevos renteros.
Ahorita, ellos se fueron cuando dejaron toda la basura. Y yo fue cuando fui y limpié.
The rentals are already living, and that's why they leave the grass outside.
Okay. So is there a way for us to make sure that this doesn't happen again, that the property stays clean no matter who's renting it?
Está viendo más que quiero asegurar que está limpio.
Sí,
Yes, you're gonna.
Okay, because he shouldn't have to send a letter. That, you know, if he has to send a letter, that means there's a big problem. So her getting a letter, that we'll get that figured out, but as long as the property stays clean, it doesn't matter, we won't have to send a letter anywhere. So that's what we would like.
Mantiene limpio, pues no van a mandar más cartas.
no, sí, pues claro que voy a procurar, voy a mantener limpio porque pues los rateros son los que se fueron y dejaron todo.
She said she wanna clean everything, keep clean.
We just need somebody checking on the property all the time, okay?
Yep,
I
at
mean-
minimum once a week, you should be
Yeah.
over there, making sure they didn't leave trash out or stuff like that. Cause if not, somebody will call him and we'll be right back here again.
Dice que nomás se asegure que mínimo cada semana alguien que esté limpio pues afuera.
Sí.
My only question is, if you say you're not getting the mail, but you've got the final letter that was the billing, that's what bothers me, is we don't get a response until we say, this bill is going on this property, then we hear something. Okay, so if we get a response right off the bat, we wouldn't get to this point. And to me, I mean, I feel like the only reason why they contacted me is because, hey, we got a $250 bill, we don't wanna have to pay this. I mean, I'm being
And
honest.
that's part of why we do it.
Yeah, so that's where I'm sitting with it, so.
So, the rules are that typically, no matter what happens, if you get 2 violations in a 1-year period, then you have an opportunity to be fined. So like this last time, we fined you $250. We had the opportunity to fine you up to $500. We didn't do the full amount. But if it happens again within a year period, it actually, I think we're gonna make this, I wanna do it 6 months. I'd rather do 6 months, that this fine will be waived if there are no more violations within a 6-month period. But if something happens, this fine goes back on, and we have the opportunity to fine, what would the tier be if something happened again?
That would throw it up to a tier 2.
That
would be
up to 1,500?
Yeah, 1,000, 1,500.
So we don't wanna do that, but if there's another violation, you could be fined up to $1,500. And so just keep the property clean, keep checking on it, every week, and make sure that your tenants know, that they need to get it clean. But we're willing to, waive this fine as long as there's no more violations in the next 6 months. Okay, does that seem okay?
Dice que lo van a dejar hasta 6 meses, no le va a cobrar ahorita.
Ajá.
Pero si en 6 meses vuelve a tener otra violación, entonces va
Sí.
a pagar 1,500, de 1,000 a 1,500 dólares. Se va a poner el deducible.
Okay.
Ya está.
Okay, so I will go ahead and make a motion to accept the appeal for 830 North Street with the condition of no more violations in a 6-month period.
I will second.
Okay, is there any further discussion?
Nos tenemos que esperar hasta que termine.
Call for question.
Levi Jones,
Yes.
Jacob Holmesol.
Yes. Thank you very much.
You can go.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. All right, next up, we have 1818 Knowlton Street. Is there anyone here to represent 1818 Knowlton Street? Seeing nobody, we're gonna go ahead.
Alright, this was just this trash debris, household building materials on it. They are working on it. This is an owner that has multiple properties that have problems. But this, we just need to get a cleanup on,
So this is just a cleanup.
just a cleanup.
Alright, I'll go ahead and make a motion to go ahead and property cleanup for 1818 Knowlton Street.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Jacob Holmesol.
Yes.
Levi Jones.
Yes.
All right, next up, we have 516 West Market Street. Is there anyone here to represent 516 West Market Street?
I'm actually gonna speak for him.
Wow, we got Randy here then. Go ahead.
The FW Investments, Gina Martin came in, she's the property manager, her and her husband, we sat and we had about an hour conversation. There was issues with their trash pickup, and they were using, they thought it was Republic, but it wasn't Republic, it was a different service. They were calling, they showed me an email chain back and forth with this argument with why it wasn't getting picked up and stuff. So they came in and they had had a fine before, for $250. But this one was a minor issue. They knew to have a new trash company. They showed proof to me by coming in on an email chains on what they were dealing with to get to that point. And that's why I told her, I said, I'm not gonna ask for no further fine, because they're going above and beyond to try to fix this problem.
Okay.
And they've removed a couple of the tenants that were the issue as well.
So we don't need to clean up.
We don't need to clean up or nothing on this one.
Okay. I'll go ahead and make a motion to vote on the property cleanup for 516 West Market Street.
Second.
Call for question.
Jacob Bombasol,
No.
Levi Jones.
No.
All right, and last up, we have 1918 George Street. Is there anyone here to represent 1918 George Street? Seeing nobody, Randy, go ahead.
This one was another trash and debris. This is almost the same situation as the last one we had. I actually have had back and forth conversations with the person. They had gotten a fine place before and got it appealed. And we went there and there was bulk stuff and that out. So it was an issue when we were changing the trash service. She misunderstood and she made it known. So we're working with them now to get her a better understanding on this. So we're gonna give her a chance and just tell her, you know, no new violations in 6 months. Because this was an honest, I believe, mistake.
So we don't need property
We
cleanup.
don't need
this one?
anything on it. It's
No.
been taken care of, everything. And we made the owner and the contractor owner, I spoke to both of them about this, so. But all this happened Monday after they were Jonathan and everything, so.
Yeah.
That's why they're still here.
Okay. I'll go ahead and make a motion to vote on the property cleanup for 1918 George Street.
Second.
Call for question.
Levi Jones,
No.
Jacob Bombasol.
No. Thanks, Randy.
Thanks, Randy.
Board member comments?
None today.
I want to make sure, were you guys here for anything specific?
Yeah, so, I went down to speak to the clerk, secretary, and she said that we were supposed to be here. She called someone, and it said that we were supposed to be in the system, but it never got sent through. She was told to speak with Randy afterward to see if we can move it on to next week or something like that.
Okay. So,
I'll catch you afterwards.
okay. Just want to make sure you guys get contacted.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys. All right. I don't have any comments, so I'll move on. Miscellaneous business and any matters not already considered, including ADA Section 504 compliance or concerns. Seeing none, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Call for question.
Jacob Bombasol,
Yes,
Levi Jones.
Yes.
we're adjourned. Thanks, everybody.